Greetings, beloveds. Beloveds, when we speak to you of this seeming sacred selfishness, it is truly an understanding that to hold worth and value within yourself means that you are no longer sacrificing yourself for the greater good. You are no longer saying that something that exists outside of you is more important, more valuable, more worthy than you yourself are in the eyes of God. You come to know that the Father and I are one is an expression of understanding that you have been created in the likeness and the image, and it is so much more than that. It is, you are created as God, by God, for God, with God. There is nothing that can separate any of us from that creation except this mad idea that we wanted to know what it was like to create as God creates, but yet we have spun ourselves into madness. So Hannah Grace is now in this process of saying no to things that she had sacrificed herself to, continuing to do things that were no longer pleasing, continuing to do things that were, as she perceived it, draining upon her energy. And she is now saying no. And in the saying of no, she is cultivating within her this sacred selfishness. And yet, what she is doing is directing her attention, her love, and her energy inwards rather than outwards, rather than looking for the approval of the world, rather than looking for the approval of family or friends or any of the beings that pepper her universe. She is looking for self-love, self-worth, and is on this journey to walk herself back into the kingdom. She is blessing her creations, even the ones that look like they are a mess. She is asking for assistance. She is asking for guidance. And does she trip and fall? Yes. Does she get back up? Yes. All of you have within you the ability to surrender to the truth of you. And the truth of you is that you are one with all of creation. Every moment of creation comes from you, from what it is you think, what it is you say, the thoughts that you have believed. And what we have been asking you to do, beloved ones, is to go in and to do a review of every thought that you are thinking, every notion that you have, every opinion that you have formed, everywhere that you have been unwilling to look within, with love. To say this particular behavior has frightened me, this particular behavior has threatened me, this particular behavior has disgusted me. Cultivate it, draw it close, observe it, nourish it, love it. What is it about this that I cannot hold as being neutral? What is it about this that I continue to judge? What is the behavior in another that I say that is unacceptable, that is reprehensible, that is meant to be condemned? What part of me wants to lock it away, put it in a jail cell and say that it does not exist? What part of me has buried it into the sand to say it will be forgotten forever? Beloveds, when you have allowed yourself to remember that only love is real, there is a phenomena that occurs in which you have joined within yourself, within your own soul, back to the truth of you. But you will look upon things and say, I cannot eat this, I cannot do this, I cannot drink this, I cannot be with this person, I cannot be with that thing. Beloveds, there is nothing that you are doing that is wrong. I promise you that everything that you are doing is right. And everything that you are doing is wrong. And what we are asking you to do is to remove that qualifier and to know that all you are doing is having the experience of being as you were created to be. But when you hold yourself as unworthy, when you hold yourself as less than, when you look and say, this person is better than me, smarter than me, stronger than me, faster than me, wealthier than me, younger than me, more fit than I am, you are adding to the derision. When you can look and say, I see as they are, I am as well. You can then fold into and collapse into the inclusion, the oneness, the wholeness. If it exists outside of you externally, it exists within you. The good, the holy, and the beautiful. And what it is that you deem as that to be judged, you attempt to push away from you. And all that existence ever meant to do, beloveds, is to be drawn within. And when you decide to make that journey within, when you decide to step into the kingdom, the interior kingdom, the queendom, whatever you want to call it, you will find your truth. And you will find me smiling at you, saying, I've known the truth all along. Come and let me tell you the story of your origin. Let me tell you the story of the beauty that you are, the grace and the divinity, all of the places where you say, I have a wound here, and this hurts, and this aches. We will remove those wounds from you. And we will allow naught except peace to exist within your heart and within your mind. And your soul will once again become part of the very fabric of existence. You are extraordinary beyond imagination, beloveds. You have created planets. You have created stars. You have been stars. You have been planets. You have been species of everything in the animal kingdom, everything in the plant kingdom. You have been rocks. You have been wind. You have been trees. And you have chosen through this incarnation to be that of a human upon beloved Gaia. When you are at peace, you bring peace to this world. So allow yourself to bless all. And beloved, start with yourself. Bless you as we bless you. And ask for our assistance, for we are here. You asking us and us helping you helps all of us to elevate. And indeed, you will allow yourself through a meditation to reach far beyond what you have known your consciousness to be. You will allow yourself to elevate out of the seeming body, and you will come and you will join with us. And that remembrance of love and peace and truth will be so profound that you bring that back to this body. And that is where the miracle occurs. For you remember that only love is real. Blessings to you, beloveds, this most glorious day. I love you. I am with you. And I will speak with you again.